Hello and welcome to Homestead Imaginations. Today we're going to be going over how to grow your strawberry patch. So I just got these put together today. I've had these this raised bed I've had for maybe even a year. I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do with it, but I finally decided I wanted to use it for the strawberry patch. And then I filled another one, and then I've just got one more. I got these two, the two back ones there for a birthday gift, and gonna make them all a strawberry patch. So I've got 3 right now. I think I at least want 4, so that way I can start like a good rotation of where by the 4th year strawberries start to produce smaller and smaller fruit. So I want to be able to have a good rotation going with 4 strawberry patches, so that way each year I'm basically completely clearing and eliminating one, and then using offshoots, which I'm doing right now to create these beds, and then resupply like the one that got cleared the year before after harvest. So that's what I'm going to try and do. So these are all shoots, but I'll go and show you exactly where they came from. So over here, and so I am not good at weeding, but this was our originally strawberry patch. But last year our dogs that we just got, they were just puppies. They dug through this whole thing and tore out all the strawberries. Like only one survived, and I mean it really didn't. It barely struggled to even come back. Like it was real late in the season. Like I thought it was completely cleared. But then over here, those strawberry plants offshoots came under here and planted. It's kind of dark in there, so you can't quite see. But all along, all that green that's along the wall here, that's all strawberry plants with some weeds. But that's all strawberry plants, and then these all are. So what I did is I've been doing this. I've been taking pots and taking the runners and burying them with like dirt and stuff to get them to start growing seeds, or not seeds, geez, growing the offshoots. So I'll try and show. I tried doing this before, and I made the fatal mistake of thinking I could cut the line. So I'm trying to see if I can find one that has like decent roots already in it as an offshoot. This one, here's a good example. So this one, so I thought, because it's got roots right here growing, I thought I could take a runner like that and just put it into pots or cups and immediately, you know, snip the line here to the mother plant, and it would survive because it had roots. Well, they didn't take, they all died pretty much immediately. So I then redid it and then was like, all right, I gotta give them more time to form their roots. So these are all offshoots that I've taken all from over there. So I've got, I think I counted 16, 3. Well, some are extra. So so this one, because I had a runner off of the one I cupped, I just took that and buried that into the dirt. And so now that will grow its roots there. And then the end of this, and then this will continue to run. But then I took this final one and put that in there. So some are a little extra that I didn't even start. And basically all I did is I put them in cups, and then where needed, depending on the location, how long the run was, some I could just completely bury the part, and then it was completely fine and it was content. Others I had to use the little clip, literally it's off those black big binder clips or whatever. I just took one of those off and just used this to just basically hold that down. So it doesn't need to be anything crazy. You just need to get something that will hold the runner down if it needs it. Some I didn't need to, like this one here, I didn't need to. Oh, I'm in the light. So this one, I didn't need to. I was able to bury it. So I'll show you. So this has some really good roots. See, they're all right there, all the way through. It's a big clump. So that's good. So I ended up today, I just cut the line from the mother plant, and then I will then take this cup and basically reuse it, put some soil in it, and then I will capture these runners because I've got to fill 2 more beds. So it looks like, you know, I'll have maybe roughly 48 strawberry plants hopefully for next year. And they'll all be fresh, so they'll be once I get to the 4, I'll get another one probably this year before the year's out. But I will then just either I'll take one early, or I'll let one grow a little bit longer and then take it, and then start the cycle of every 4 years. So of clearing which bed, and I'll just make a note in my journal which bed it is each year that is the fresh bed, and what order they are in each year, so that way I don't lose track, because I journalize everything. I put everything in my journal. I try and put like harvest dates if I remember, but key things like when do I bring plants out. So like today I will put in my journal that I did this. I put in my journal when I tried transplanting the first time and that it failed, and then this time we got these. So I mean, it's pretty straightforward. I'm just gonna take these and just dig the hole for them, and then just pop it right in. Hopefully you can see. So this is got another one that's got pretty good roots on the bottom, and then I'm just going to take it, move that out of the way, put it in, kind of orient it so that way the runner's close because it was starting to pull, and then just put the dirt back over, and then I'll water this all after I'm done. This will eventually, this little part right here will eventually like just die off, and I'll snip it closer off when it gets to that point, and that's it. That's all you gotta do, and then you'll have a whole new patch easily. And this is runners. I've got, let's see, probably 4 more pots over on the other side, and then there's more runners that I can capture. So I'm gonna get these potted in, and then I am going to, this is like straw that I have out in the back field that I collected. If it's not enough, it might not be enough. I might need to go grab some more out in the field, but I'm going to break that up, and then I'm just going to mulch and cover this soil so that way it's protected and help prevent weeds, protect the soil from the sun so it doesn't dry and burn out. And yeah, and then eventually, like once winter comes, like you're supposed to like top your plants. Like I think this, I'm not sure, I'll make a video on this when we get closer to the end, but like you leave like a couple inches left or an inch left or something of the original plant, you chop it, and then you just lay straw over the whole bed pretty thick, and then that'll help protect the plants. Previous years, what we did for winter, I didn't do a straw method, but we had them in these kiddie pool, and I would just drag it underneath this little awning like cover area, so that way no snow ever landed on top of it, so that way hopefully it stayed a little bit more insulated without getting like the cold snow. But I don't know, our strawberry plants always came back, so I don't know if it gets too cold. We've had some mild, we've also had some mild winters the past couple winters, so it could be we just gotten lucky. But I will do straw this year to make sure that the strawberry patch is good and it survives. And yeah, so this is how you can grow strawberries. They're probably like the easiest thing to possibly multiply what you have and always be able to continue growing without having to go to the store and buy more strawberry plants. You just self-propagate. So berries are great. Strawberries are obviously the best and easiest way, but then like even raspberries and blackberries, they're easily, you know, you just give it time, and in time, like you can easily propagate. I've got another video that will be coming out, I don't know, another week or two. I'm waiting. I've started the process of propagating some wild blackberries that we found while clearing the road. So that'll be coming once they're ready. It takes a couple weeks for them to start growing their roots and start forming the new shoot. So I'm waiting for that to happen, and then I'll go through the process of what I did to propagate those, which are super easy. Just as easy as this, you know, just stick in the ground. So one thing that I will be checking for, and I know at least one of these was probably the one that doesn't really have much growth on it, but that one I probably will keep in this cup for a little bit longer, and won't cut the line between it. Or actually no, I'll put it in the ground. I just won't cut the line from the other plant that's connected to it because its roots aren't that long. So any that don't have long roots, I'm not cutting. So there was one over there that I did look at that I didn't bring over, and I had to use a different one because when I pulled it up to check on its roots, they weren't that long yet. So I'm letting that grow a little bit longer before I risk cutting the line. So yeah, there we go. So that's our strawberry patch. That's what we're gonna have in the future. You know, at least 48 for now, and then hopefully, I think I'll order, if I have time, I think I'll order one more bed, and then try and propagate another round and get a fourth bed. But it depends on also how much runner space I get out of here and how many plants I get out of this, because right now with the runners that are there, and I'm gonna try and transplant some of the actual full plants that we're growing in the stones, because they produce good strawberries without even having soil and like good nutrients. Like, I don't know how they did it, because they're literally in stone. Below that stone is a weed fabric, and then there's like dirt underneath that, but like they can't get access to that, so all their nutrients are just coming from whatever fell into the stones and like decayed, I guess, and then the water that when it rains, like they're collecting some water that way, but like they're not doing that good. Plus, like, that's not where I want them, but I let them go because they were producing, and then we lost all the other strawberries. So I'm glad I left them, because we lost the whole original patch. So yeah, that's where we're at least 4 beds. I don't know, I'm pretty greedy. Like, I want as many strawberries as we can harvest in a year and be able to make jams and freeze, and so we can have strawberries all year long. So I'm at least starting with 4, just because it'll be easier to keep that cycle system going. But if we need more, I'm gonna grow more. I got tons of space. So and the strawberries really don't take up a lot of space, so I am definitely potentially could be expanding beyond just the initial plan, but that's just the plan for right now, and as always, plans change. So all right, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this helped. You know, make sure you like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed yourself and have a great day. Thanks. Take care. Bye-bye.